off with Olay Pro X Wrinkle Smoothing Cream and applying it all over my face with my fingers. This cream not only moisturizes my skin but also makes a great primer. I'm using MAC Pro Longwear Foundation in NC42 and dotting it all over my face with my fingers. Then I'm going to blend it all out into my skin with my beauty blender. You want to make sure you use your beauty blender a bit damp, otherwise it does not work. This is an amazing beauty tool for those looking for a dewy foundation without making your skin look cakey, and the best part is how it is so easy to use. Okay, time to conceal those dark circles. I'm using my favorite LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige and applying it directly where my dark circles are. If you notice, I'm bringing the concealer up closer to my ears because doing so gives you the illusion of a facelift and sculpts your face beautifully. And then it's time to blend it all away with the beauty blender. I like to bring the concealer down into my foundation so you don't see any obvious concealer marks and it just all looks really blended together. To give my face a bit of shape, I'm going to contour lightly using Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the shade Havanna. Using MAC's 168 angle brush, I'm going to bring this up to the side of my face and into my temples. You can skip this step if you don't like to contour your face, but Deepika has some very gorgeous cheekbones, so this step is very necessary for me. I actually don't like to contour my nose, but because Deepika has a tiny little button nose, I'm going to add a bit of the same Havanna powder down the sides of my nose to make it appear smaller. Be sure to use a very light hand and only use a powder that is 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin so the contouring doesn't look obvious. This has the potential to go wrong very quickly. Next, I'm using MAC's Dainty Mineralize blush and applying it to the apples of my cheeks and bringing it all the way back on top of my contour. I love this blush so much and I really highly recommend it. For my lips, I'm using MAC's lipstick in Stylistic and applying it with a MAC 318 lip brush. I adore Deepika's bold orangey red lipstick and I think it's perfect for the spring-summer season. You can skip this step, but I'm going to use MAC's Lipliner in Cherry and deepen up the color a tad bit by shading my lips with this liner. I'm basically adding the red lip liner on the edges of my lips to make the color appear a little bit bolder and a little bit deeper. Okay, moving on to the eyes, I'm using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot and applying it all over my eyes for a quick eye base. For my eyebrows, I'm using MAC's Brown Down Eyeshadow and an angle brush. I'm going to make my eyebrows a little bit more dramatic than usual because Deepika has some insanely stunning brows that are very dramatic. I'm using short strokes and adding the eyeshadows onto my brow little by little to make them appear darker and a lot more dramatic. The easiest way for me to explain this process is just to follow the natural shape of your brow and enhance it by adding a little bit more eyeshadow. You want to follow your natural brow. That's the biggest thing to remember. Next, I'm going to apply the Cailyn eyeshadow in the shade Orchid all over my eyelids with a shader brush. This is such a beautiful rose gold color and so complimentary on my skin tone. I love it so much. To add a little bit of depth, I'm going to apply MAC's Texture eyeshadow into my crease with a 217 blending brush from MAC. This is going to add a little bit of 3D effect to my eyes and ensure that the eyeshadow doesn't look flat. I'm taking the texture shade and applying it directly into my crease and bringing the color into the front of my eye. Remember to use a very light hand while you do this, and a little bit goes a very long way. I'm going to add a little bit of Vapour eyeshadow from MAC directly under my brow bone to just highlight my eyes a little bit. I love doing this step because it makes your eyes look really awake and makes your face look very fresh. For my eyeliner, I'm using MAC's Teddy eyeliner, which is a gorgeous dark brown shade, and applying it to my waterline. This is a perfect eyeliner for those who don't like the harsh black liner but still want a dark color on the eyes. Using Maybelline's Colorssal eyeliner, I'm going to create a smoky liner effect by applying the liner as close to my lash line as possible. This doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to blend this out anyway, so you can be just very super quick with this step. And to create this smoky effect, I'm going to use an eyeliner brush and swipe it back and forth to really blend out the eyeliner into my eyeshadow. We're almost done with the eyes, I promise. I'm using my Blacktrack Fluidline from MAC and going to go right above the Colorssal Kajal liner and create a more defined line. This can be done really quickly and you just need a very thin line just to kind of outline your lash line a little bit. For my lashes, I'm applying my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is amazing and makes your lashes look beyond gorgeous. I spent about 3 to 4 minutes doing my mascara because I really like to pack the product on. To finish my eyes, I'm applying Bella Cosmetics eyeshadow in the shade Excite because I wanted to make my eyes pop. This is such a gorgeous sparkling silver and I really love how it brings the entire look together. I'm just applying the color onto my eyes and blending away with the blending brush. And for the finishing touches, I'm going to tie my hair back into a very low, sleek ponytail. And yes, I do have super long extensions for this look because you guys know I cut my hair really short, but I just added some extensions just to create that really low, super long ponytail. And finally, I'm just going to add some jewels. I will leave the links where I bought them in the down bar, but this just makes the look complete and look very glam. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Bye!